Hello and welcome to The Count. I'm Lydia Serrani. Thank you so much for spending time with us this Memorial Day weekend. And before we begin, I'd like to send our gratitude to all of those who have served and extend a sincere thank you to the families of those who have lost someone in service of our great nation. We are thinking of you today here at Newsmax. And with that, let's begin The Count. Kicking off The Count tonight is story number 10. Off to the races. It's been a major week on the road to 2024 in the White House. Both South Carolina Senator and Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, they've officially kicked off their bids for 2024. We saw some decidedly different reactions from the Republican frontrunner, former President Trump, who posted to Truth Social this regarding Scott and DeSantis entering the race. Here's what he wrote. Good luck to Senator Tim Scott in entering the Republican presidential primary race. It is rapidly loading up with lots of people, and Tim is a big step up from Ron DeSanctimonious, who is totally unelectable. I think a lot of people would disagree with that, but of course we're going to get into all of it. And of course, the Florida governor, DeSantis, he's making history. He announced his run on Twitter Spaces with Elon Musk, of course, not without some technical difficulties. After about 20 minutes of various crashes, they finally got it up and running. Take a listen.
American decline is not inevitable. It is a choice, and we should choose a new direction, a path that will lead to American revitalization. We must restore sanity to our nation. This means embracing fiscal and economic sanity, stop pricing hardworking Americans out of a good standard of living through inflationary borrow, print, and spending policies, and please embrace American energy independence. This also means replacing the woke mind virus with reality, facts, and enduring principles. Merit must trump identity politics. We must return normalcy to our communities.
Interesting there. Merit must trump politics. It's certainly going to be a very interesting primary season. With us now, Ken Cuccinelli, founder of Never Back Down PAC. He joins me now. Never Back Down. You were with DeSantis. That's his PAC, correct, sir?
Yes, that's right.
That's it.
Hey, great start tonight, Lydia. I really appreciate it.
Well, of course, it's an exciting time, whether or not I hate the fact that people are trying to pit Trump supporters against DeSantis supporters, when at the end of the day, what we are trying to do is take back this country from the radical left, from the Marxist left, from the open border policies, the inflation, the energy dependence on our adversaries. And I hate the fact that we're going at it like this.
So, but you played a clip from the governor's kickoff, and he was starting in on Joe Biden and the problems that America has. He didn't start shooting crosswise. I mean, this is a competition, so that does come into play. Whereas the president even started Tim Scott's kickoff by attacking Ron DeSantis. So it is good to have the eyes on the prize. Elections are about the future. And Ron DeSantis is already laying out an optimistic, positive vision for what we can achieve. And we know we can achieve it with his leadership, because look what he's done in Florida. He has the most spectacular track record of accomplishment of any chief executive, president, or governor in decades. So you can have faith that exactly those kinds of concerns you have, Lydia, and that I have will be aggressively addressed by a President DeSantis.
There was a lot of criticism regarding the Twitter Spaces, and the long-awaited announcement made it even longer when the servers crashed. For those that missed it, here's a small taste.
All right, sorry about that. We've got so many people here that I think we are kind of melting the servers, which is a good sign.
There's 382,000 people in the room. All right, great. So let's see. So they just keep crashing, huh?
So a lot of critics said, oh, DeSantis, my God, well, this is horrible. Look how this is not exactly hitting the ground running. But then other people are saying, you know what? A lot of people in the media were kind of in our own little bubble world. Technical glitches happen, and this isn't going to define his campaign. I'm part of the latter group of people that I don't think a technical difficulty is in any way, in my opinion, this is my opinion, is going to completely overshadow his campaign.
In your industry, Lydia, you are more the exception than the rule in being able to kind of step back and say, how does this play out in the race? And Elon Musk had a tweet maybe that night or the next morning. said, biggest story on planet Earth today. One-line tweet. And he was right. People were excited to see the governor get in. Yes, Twitter Spaces got melted by the governor. And of course, you want everything to run perfectly. But even the way it didn't run perfectly spoke to the enthusiasm for his campaign. Had a great interview with Mark Levin, with Trey Gowdy. I mean, he's been bang, 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 bang ever since. You're really seeing the benefits of youth and energy that he brings to this race just in the first few days. And by the way, we haven't been sitting idly by at the Super PAC. On the first day the governor got in, we knocked our 30,000th door in Iowa, and no other campaign that I know of has knocked even one. So we're sharing the positive story that the governor has built in Florida and his own personal history. He's earned where he is. He put his
Ken,
work his
we're
way
running
through
out of time,
college.
so I want to get this question in. 30
Sure.
seconds left. If Ron DeSantis is going to win this nomination, he's going to have to do it without offending Trump voters. How does he thread that needle? Because that is not an easy task to do.
So you've already seen him going after the president on policy. He isn't calling him names. You know, the president is famous for this. But Ron DeSantis is not doing the name calling. He's not getting down into the gutter. He's keeping on the high road. But it is competitive. They have differences, whether it's COVID or spending or amnesty for illegals that the governor opposes and the president supported. These are things he has pointed out. They're all policy. So, Lydia, the way he keeps in good terms with Trump voters is to stick to the things they want for America and not just malign the president. He did a good job as president. We give him his credit. But Ron DeSantis is the better choice going forward for 8 years.